custody, and it is perplexing, and we will never know what happened there and why he had these concerns, but he agreed to this shared custody. I don't know why. We're never going to know. But that troubles me, because if the father was so worried, why agree to the divorce decree? As for the judge, to not read anything that was submitted simply because a case is cut and dry is irresponsible and incompetence. You're not reading something ultimately, indirectly contributed to this child no longer being here. That may be a heavy burden for you to take, and you may not want the responsibility. But the fact is, had you read what the father had written, maybe you would have required some kind of caseworker to investigate this family, both the father and the ex-wife. By you not reading that, and by no one taking into consideration that the child did not want to go to this mother, this 4-year-old child is now deceased, is dead. So, my comments to the judge, if you were to ever see this, which I doubt you ever will, but if you did, would be, from now on, whether it is a divorce case or somebody fighting about a phone bill, read every piece of evidence and letter that is submitted, because you are the only one who had the opportunity to order counseling or an investigation. That child should not be dead. And that is your responsibility. That is part of your burden that you must face for the rest of your life. And I am not attacking you, but you failed. The system has failed. With that, I need to get to Donna Weiss and Annette, because we are running out of daylight, literally. So, Donna, your thoughts on this child, Ethan, and the 10,000 children who have died on record as having died since 1990, and also your thoughts on the abuse of the millions upon millions of other children that we don't have statistics for. The children that don't report it because of fear, or just frankly think that it's the normal thing. Your thoughts on all that, and please address both myself and the audience. You can look back and forth. It's a little stage direction, I'm sorry, but you know, as a producer, journalist, and host, we gotta make sure that you understand, and I know you understand, but you get the chance to feel that you're part of this, because you are part of this program. So Donna, if you will.
That makes me mad. And if women are going to have kids, they should love them. If you don't want them, and for any reason, get rid of them. I mean, don't get an abortion. Put them up for adoption. If you're going to have it, keep it and love it. Don't abandon it. Enough of that goes on.
What about the trauma that a child that is physically and or sexually abused, what about the trauma that they may have the rest of their life? Can you speak about how that may make you feel? Do you believe that children that are abused might have problems later in life? Or do you think that's just a statistic that we're making up? What's your thoughts on that, Donna? Do you have anything to say about that, Donna? Well, obviously, I can see that it's bothering you. I don't mean to make anything come out that's upsetting you. I apologize for that. But we are trying to save lives here. We are trying to change lives, and we're trying to save lives. And Donna, when you get your composure back, I'm going to ask you how you think we can change some of this. Okay? Will you be up to it? Didn't mean to make you cry. I like to make people laugh, not cry. I'm sorry about that. But as they say, we got to get to Annette. So
I think it's a tragedy.
that's terrible what's going on with Donna crying like that. I mean, obviously she knows of something that went on. We don't know who it was. But Donna is over the age of 18. And it's affecting her. Look at the woman crying. I feel terrible about it. But she is affected, America. Let's change this. And let's go back to that. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but when I see someone crying like that, it bothers me.
Yeah, me too.
Can you tell that to the audience? They didn't hear you.
I said me too.
Okay, what are your thoughts on what happened here?
I think
from all
it's a
this
tragedy,
abuse?
and I think it's sickening. And it could have been prevented had the judge cared, which is what their duty is as a judge. And she failed in her duty as a judge as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think she didn't care, or do you think she was just deficient in her duty?
I don't know. I wouldn't say she didn't care, but she didn't care enough. She didn't care enough
Didn't
about
care
the
enough.
child's plea to not go back with the mother. And
What about all the other millions of children? How do you feel about
I think
this?
it's outrageous. Why have kids if you're going to abuse and put them through torture and trauma like that? There's many women who can have children, that love children and want to have children, and would be the best mothers that they could possibly be, and fathers. And you have these people who get pregnant just
to get the money. Just to get the money. That's all it is. It's all about the money.
and
I'm sorry to speak out, but this aggravates me. It bothers me a lot.
Well, it
Women
affects
have
all of
babies
us.
all the time, every day of the year. And the ones that can't have children, wishes to God they have a child to take care of and love and protect. And then you hear this stuff. It's ugly. It's miserable. It's hurtful.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I did it again. I got other people crying. I'm sorry.
No, it's just
I understand. Well, we can see
disgusting.
It's
It is.
monstrous.
this. It is disgusting.
They get whatever they deserve. I'm sorry.
They should go to hell for this.
I'm sure they will.
Well,
And talking about abuse for adults, we don't want to go there. Because
We-
it's been too much of it.
I think we do want to go there, but that's another time. Well, America, it's almost hard to show this, and I don't know if Kathy and Donna's going to be okay with me showing this,
You can show it.
but I will say this. This has been one of the toughest episodes I've done, but let me just tell you something in closing. I think it may be starting to get ready to rain, and it's getting dark. But in closing, sorry about the rain and the dark.
That's
If you
okay.
can't see us, believe it or not, you may not be able to see us or see me, but because as Kathy Payer says, I got a big mouth. But anyway, getting back to the business at hand. What can be done to change this? This is the thing we need to say real quickly.
Have better judges.
Have better
Have better
judges is
parents
one. Have better parents is another one. I have something a little bit more achievable. First of all, we have our government invest more in education and in research. We have new laws written that all children, whether they are 1 day old or 17 years old, 364 days old, a day before they're 18, all children from the age of 1 day to the age of 18 have a say-so in where they go. And if they express not wanting to go with another parent, spouse, institution, what have you, require the authorities, the lawyers, the judges, to listen to their children and to definitely put that information and evidence in their decision. They need to hear the children. If they had listened to this child's father and the wishes